So why don't we start with the coaching carousel? Because right about now, it is spinning fast. Rumors are swirling. Interviews are being conducted. But there is that one domino that has to fall. The one big domino that we know about. The first domino of the hiring cycle. And, of course, that domino is Sean Payton. Because Sean Payton is the best, most accomplished NFL head coach to come free in years. He might be the best head coaching candidate since the Lobster Senior. If you have an opening, Sean Payton is clearly where you want to start. This dude has got his pick of the jobs right now. The real question is, does he want any of those jobs right now? Are any of these jobs actually good enough to get Sean Payton to pull the trigger, to leave his current situation? Because he clearly does not have to. He likes his life the way it is right now. And why wouldn't he? He can broadcast, still make a lot of money, play a lot of golf. I mean, why would the guy move if he doesn't have to? What I'm saying is all these teams need him more than he needs them. He picks them. They don't pick him. They sell him. He doesn't sell them. It's just a matter of whether or not there's a situation that is attractive enough to get him to bite. And yes, I think this highly of this guy. Now, he can't officially interview with any team until the 17th, but the Broncos, the Cardinals, and the Texans reportedly are already lined up to get him in the door. And if they've got any clue as to what they're doing, whoever gets him in the door first should make damn sure they don't let him out. I'm not saying that this dude is the perfect head coach, because that obviously does not exist. I am saying guys like this rarely come free and clear. Because if you believe reports, if you do get Payton, that may not be all you're getting. According to ESPN, Payton is, quote, already putting together an all-star staff that includes former Denver Broncos head coach Vic Fangio as his potential defensive coordinator, end of quote. So as if Payton couldn't be any more attractive as a head coaching candidate, you might also get Vic Fangio. Now, those two together would be a pretty terrifying duo if you're the rest of the league. I mean, you could almost make the point that you can't find a more imposing offensive, defensive, coaching duo or 1-2 punch than those two, if they put that together. But again, the problem is, are the Broncos, Texans, Cardinals, Colts, or Panthers worthy of that kind of a tag team? Like, as an example, why would Sean Payton sign on to deal with Cringeris and that massive contract casting that massive shadow over the entire Broncos organization? I mean, if I'm Denver and they're pulling out all the stops, they're looking to take that big swing, and they should. But if I'm Sean Payton, do I really want that? I mean, if anybody can fix Russ, it's Payton. But what if Russ is irrevocably broken? Perform? What if he's irreparable? What if he doesn't know he's cringe as hell and entitled? Because if Russ doesn't know that by now, he never will. And is that really something that Sean Payton would want to deal with? Doubt that. Payton's probably thinking Jim Harbaugh can deal with that. I don't need that in my life. But Harbaugh does. If he wants back in the NFL, he can have that. Aside from draft picks, is there a single thing that's appealing about the Texans gig? Shout out to old school clone Nick Caserio. Yo, Nick, what up? Yo, Nick, what about Lovey jamming you guys on the way out the door the way he did? I mean, Nick, dang. Without the nicks and cuts of a blade.
Without the nicks and cuts of a blade.
Old school clone right there. And I'm pretty sure that Payton has got no interest in dealing with the maniacal meddling of Mr. Upper Quartile of the top quartile in Indy. Hey, you love to see it. Hey, love to see it.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
All right, so what about Carolina? Carolina's got no quarterback. They're in the same division with the Saints, so that feels a little bit off. Then you've got the Cards, right? With the Cards, you've got some serious dysfunction right now. You've got Kyler Murray. You've got Kyler Murray and Kyler Murray's torn ACL, and Kyler Murray's attitude, and Kyler Murray's video games, and Kyler Murray's regression. So you've got owner Michael Bidwell saying that Kyler, get this, Kyler gets a say in the next head coach. Kyler gets to help hire the next head coach. So on the surface, that sounds all wrong, right? Kyler can't even be trusted to stay off of the Call of Duty and watch his game film. But you're going to entrust him with having a say on the next head coach? I mean, it sounds like you're letting the inmates run the asylum. But the truth of the matter is, they're tied to the future of Kyler Murray with that huge contract. The last thing they want to do is bring in another coach that Kyler does not like, that Kyler does not connect with, that can't reach Kyler. You know, i.e. Cliff Kingsbury. Like it or not, respect it or not, you do have to give Kyler a say in this, because if you force somebody on him that he doesn't want, Kyler will self-destruct. And you're locked to this guy. So you've got to find somebody that he likes and respects, and importantly, somebody who likes and respects him, who will tell him not what he wants to hear, but what he needs to hear. Especially coming off that ACL tear, right? So this is really tricky. The incredible part to me, and why I'm spending so much time on this, is that Payton might actually be that guy. Sean Payton might be that guy. He might be intrigued by Kyler Murray and his unique skill set. And I guarantee he's intrigued by the power and authority that Bidwell could and should give him since Steve Keiman's no longer there. If I'm Bidwell, I'm thinking, we're lucky Payton is even interested in us bastards. Give him what he wants.
For you bastards.
You bastards!
Give Payton what he wants. No, I mean, seriously, give this guy what he wants. If I'm Arizona, I give this guy whatever the hell he wants. Blank check, total autonomy, final say over personnel, Cliffy's swaggy crib, whatever. You sure as hell should want this guy, because incredibly, he may want you. I mean, maybe this is all negotiation, and maybe this is all smoke, but an extremely credible guy in Tom Pelissero tweeted, quote, Sean Payton has been doing his homework on the Arizona job. He's a Kyler Murray fan. And with no GM in place, it'd be an opportunity to set up the whole operation. End of quote. I'm telling you, if I'm the Cards, that is some of the best info ever. Some of the best news, potentially, ever. If I'm the Cards, that report just turned me into straight double rainbow organization.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh, Sean Payton wants us? Ooh, he likes Kyler. He's a Kyler Murray fan. Yeah, yes, I was the guy who was hyping Kyler a lot a couple of years ago. Listen, Arizona has already pushed all the chips to the middle of the table on Kyler. They're all in. They're pot committed. They're going all the way to the river with this dude. So, if one of the best coaching candidates to hit the market in recent years is truly, quote, a Kyler Murray fan, and it's not just smoke, and he's not just negotiating, and he's not just using them. If, in fact, that is the case, then they've got to find a way to get this guy in the building quickly. And once they get him in the building, make sure that he does not leave without picking up that fountain pen and putting his name on the line that is dotted. And yes, I know the Saints are going to want compensation. I don't care about that either. Then again, they're not my draft picks and my money, but give them what they want. He is technically still under contract with New Orleans until 24, so you've got to work out some sort of deal. Give them what they want. Give him what he wants. Because if I'm the Cards, I'm going all in. Because no matter what Jarrah says, this brings us back to Jerry Jones. No matter what Jarrah says, if the Cowboys take a big dump in their pants in Tampa this weekend, and we know they might, they could, don't tell me the big fella Mike McCarthy is safe, even though Jarrah said that this week. I mean, come on. And then what about the Chargers as an example? Love them. I do. But the Jags are dangerous, yo. They're in Duval. And as much as I love my dude Brandon Staley, and I do, nothing is guaranteed there. If the Chargers were to go to Duval and something really bad happened there, is there a chance that job might even be in play? I don't know. But if it were, it would be even more attractive because it's LA. Peyton's in LA. And of course, you've got my neighbor, Justin Herbert, in LA. So what I'm getting at is this. Things are picking up and speeding up, and that coaching carousel is starting to spin pretty quickly, but nothing is going to happen until the first domino falls, and that domino is Sean Payton. Any team that knows what they're doing is going to get this guy in their building and try not to let him get away, and nobody more so than you, Arizona, especially if he wants you, because again, you don't pick him, he picks you.